Welcome back to the Gossip Wire, the hottest channel for celebrity news and gossip. Word on the street is that Diddy, yes, Mr. Take That himself, just got hustled out of prison in the middle of the night on a so-called emergency hospital trip.
Reports today, Sean Diddy Combs was quietly transferred from jail to hospital. Sources say the disgraced rapper was taken for an MRI test on his knee.
Now, baby, you better buckle up because we've got a real roller coaster ride today. The whispers are saying it might not have been such an innocent knee checkup. Could this all be part of a grand scheme to get out of jail? Honey, the tea is piping hot and we've got a lot to pour. Reports say that around 1 in the morning, Diddy was whisked off to a Brooklyn hospital for an MRI scan on his knee. Now, let me just tell you, nighttime hospital runs for inmates are as rare as a snowstorm in July, unless the situation is dire. Normally, correctional facilities handle medical appointments in broad daylight, when staff is fully present and security measures are easier to handle. So why the midnight run for one of the highest profile inmates in the country? Sources claim it was strictly for knee problems, but folks inside are buzzing that it's all a bit too convenient. 1 or 2 corrections officers even hinted that the entire ordeal happened under heavy secrecy. No typical protocols, no routine scheduling. It's almost like someone wanted to make sure the cameras and prying eyes wouldn't see too much. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the whole story. Just when we thought it was a simple medical call, word of a brand new superseding indictment dropped like a bomb. Prosecutors tacked on extra allegations and claimed more women have stepped up with accusations. You heard that right. No longer is it one lone accuser. Now, at least 2 more alleged victims are on record, and the feds say they've got evidence that's bigger, badder, and more shocking than before. Here's where it gets juicy. That fresh indictment came right around the same time Diddy was whisked away for his so-called knee MRI. Coincidence or not? Girl, you tell me. Some folks are out here speculating that this medical episode was a way to dodge headlines about the new charges, or even to orchestrate some behind-the-scenes maneuvering. Add that to the hush-hush vibe, and it's no wonder eyebrows are sky-high. But hold on now, because we're just getting warmed up. If you followed Diddy over the years, you might recall he's had a rocky relationship with his knees. He ran the New York City Marathon back in 2003, and since then, he's had more than one surgery to fix up those joints. Shoot, he even posted on Instagram in 2017 about having his 3rd knee operation in a single year. So, on the surface, it might sound logical that he's complaining about knee pain again. But guess what's got folks side-eyeing him? The sudden intensity of this knee crisis, just when his legal situation escalates to a whole other level. The hush-hush late-night checkup suggests there might be more going on than standard swelling or routine pain. People inside the prison grapevine keep insisting that Diddy had other ways to get his knee checked in-house, so all this hospital in the dead of night business has them suspicious. Still, that's hardly where the drama ends. Not too long ago, a phone conversation allegedly leaked, and baby, it had folks gasping. In this audio, a man said to be Diddy can be heard telling someone he's got an ace up his sleeve.
Nobody wanna listen to what I gotta say, but it's all good. I got motherfuckers cutting deals left and right, trying to take me down.
Nah, Papa. Everything gonna be alright. We gonna get you out.
Oh, I know, cause I got one more trick up my sleeve, and this one is gonna put everybody back in their seats. I can't wait to see the look on everybody's faces when this shit happens.
He mentions instructions about who to talk to and what to handle on the outside. The message? He's got some last-ditch plan to break free of his legal troubles, or at least maneuver them to his advantage. Now, we've got rumors swirling that he may have been priming his team to either tamper with witnesses or shift the narrative in the media. And let's not forget about the talk that he might use every medical excuse in the book to walk right out of prison. We've seen big celebrities do questionable things to avoid that jail cell. So, is Diddy's knee pain just another trick from his bag? With the phone call out in the open, folks are now connecting the dots. And as you can guess, the tea continues to spill. In the original indictment, the prosecution highlighted 1 alleged victim. Now, the new paperwork says multiple women stepped forward, claiming they were coerced into unwanted acts. Prosecutors say Diddy's so-called girlfriends were essentially being paid for more than just companionship. This is where it turns from rumored tabloid messiness into serious legal territory. Diddy, of course, denies it all. His lawyer is calling the whole notion ridiculous, insisting these women were genuine romantic partners, not part of any trafficking ring. Meanwhile, the feds argue they've got receipts, text messages, social media posts, maybe even video evidence that allegedly paint a much darker picture. They're also accusing him of trying to manipulate or intimidate potential witnesses, pointing to phone records and jailhouse calls. If that's true, it's a big no-no in the eyes of the court, but it doesn't stop there, sweetie. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn isn't exactly a five-star resort. Inmates there have included big names like Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, and Ghislaine Maxwell. Diddy's presence among them has stirred up countless stories about special privileges and hush-hush perks. A few insiders claim that staff are bending over backward to accommodate him, whether it's private phone calls or off-the-grid medical visits. Others argue he's just another inmate with the same rules as everyone else. Only difference is the high security needed to keep the paparazzi from swarming the facility. Yet rumors persist that Diddy has extra access to legal counsel, special meal options, or out-of-the-ordinary schedules. And here's the kicker. Some sources say he's paranoid about being in general population, since he's worried he could become a target of violence or extortion. They've even floated talk that he's refusing to eat because he's scared someone might slip something into his food. But guess what's even wilder? You've got some folks saying that if Diddy can't pay his way out of jail, then maybe he's staging a medical crisis to at least get transferred to a more comfortable treatment facility. Rumor also has it he's on a mental health watch and deeply worried he might be unalived in jail like Jeffrey Epstein. Conspiracies abound. Some claim he's pulling political strings, reminding certain bigwigs how he's donated to campaigns and rubbed elbows with mayors. Others see him as a man backed into a corner, legitimately ill, and possibly fearing for his life. Let's remember, the official charges he's facing are serious, involving coerced acts, allegations of forced labor, and more. If any part of that is true, the fallout will be beyond massive. And if he's truly faking an illness, well, that's a desperate move for someone who used to run the music industry. Which side of the fence do you land on? Is Diddy truly battling a gnarly injury that flared up at the worst possible time? Or is this all part of a cunning plan cooked up in a prison cell? Either way, baby, we're left with more questions than answers, and the clock is ticking. The trial date is set, the new charges are out, and the drama seems to heat up day by day. However it shakes out, we'll be right here, sipping tea and giving y'all the rundown. This entire fiasco is blowing everyone's mind, from the midnight hospital dash to the mysterious new indictment to Diddy's rumored phone calls and claims of special treatment behind bars. Is he a man in genuine pain, caught off guard by a failing knee, or a master manipulator, using whatever scheme he can to avoid hard time? One thing is certain, the tension is sky high, and the world is watching to see if the rap mogul can keep it together under the glare of a massive investigation. And that's the scoop for now, honey. Thanks for supporting the Gossip Wire. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more of the hottest celebrity news online.